Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Happy Friday. Yes, it's finally Friday. I am coming live today, as usual, with my weekly interviews. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Julieta. I am the owner of this business page. If you've been following me, you know that I am a digital business owner. I work in construction as an engineer by trade, but lately, over a year ago, I've been doing this digital business online, and this Facebook platform is the way I promote my business. So every Friday, I interview somebody who's doing the same thing as I am, just to bring value to whoever is looking to an opportunity to show that people from different parts of the world, different backgrounds, are able to do this, that no special requirements are needed, and that anybody who has a burning desire and the will to learn something new is most likely to succeed in this business. So I will bring in my dear friend here. Her name is Jeny. So hi, Jeny.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So we're in the same time zone. I guess that's why it's good. This time
Yes.
of the day is good.
It's not easy because sometimes I have 3 hours difference from somebody who I'm interviewing, so it's kind of complicated. It's still okay because we manage to make it work, right? But it's a lot easier when we're in the same time zone.
Yes, yes.
One of the interviews I did, the girl was in Australia a few weeks ago already, and we were 14 hours difference.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. She was already in the next day.
Yes, yes. So did you wake up early in the morning, or did she do wake up in the morning?
No, because it was in the afternoon for me, and for her it was like 12. Let's say it was 6 o'clock. Well, but
Yeah.
it was earlier. It was like like noon for me, and for her it was what you say. Well, yeah, I think it was late for her. Actually, you're right. Yeah, yes, because 12 hours would come in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's okay, we make it work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here on my page. I'm really happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very humbled. Thank you.
Okay. Jeny, what I like to ask my guests is just introduce yourself a little bit to the audience and tell us who you are, what you do, and whatever you like to share with us.
Sure. Yeah. So, um, I live in Ottawa, Canada. So, yes, my name is Jeny, and I immigrated to Canada back in 2010. Prior to that, I was living in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So, uh, my parents are from the south of India, and they decided to move to Dubai to do their work. And I was born and raised in Dubai. So, yeah, so I've had the pleasure to or opportunity to be in different countries. I've lived and worked, and I've also vacationed in different places. Professionally, I'm a cybersecurity solutions architect. I've got I've got over 18 years of experience in IT. I'm usually the only female face in the room, just like you, I guess,
I
because of
bet.
IT engineering. And yes, yeah. So I don't have kids, but I do have two dogs. So that's that's about me.
You're just as busy.
Yeah. Well, every after every meeting, they think that they're it's ready to play, right? Like, so every time I say bye, they're like, "Oh, okay, here's the ball." So
Oh, so cute.
yeah, yeah.
And okay, wow. So my gosh, your job must be something. Cybersecurity, you said?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
So with the pandemic, as you might have guessed, my workload just increased.
Oh,
So
wow. I
yes,
imagine.
yeah. So with everybody going outside of the network, right? So everybody's working from home. I'm sure you are too, like I am. So yeah. So it's been interesting, right? And it's
And
still busy.
yeah, of course. And having I don't know, having this amazing job that you have, why were you looking for something else, or how did you come up to this business, or were you thinking on, I don't know, either changing careers or looking for some extra supplement at the end of the month? What was the reason?
Yes. Yeah. So, good question. So here's how I'm going to say it, right? Like, because my job is cutting edge. Okay. I work in the cutting edge of technology. That means I'm always learning something new to keep up. Okay. We are on the cloud space. So everything is new. I also work with great people. Before the pandemic, I had to travel frequently, and obviously that all stopped after the pandemic. I'm not complaining about the about the travel. I mean, at least that travel, the work travel,
Yeah.
it's always hectic. You're always on a plane or yeah, whatever. So one day I happened to be looking at my calendar and I realized I was just looking at every hour of my day being booked with a client or the other. I like what I do and I'm good at what I do. So it didn't matter to me for a very long time until one day I just looked at it and I thought, wait a second, I don't want to be doing this forever. Like I don't want to wake up and solve enterprise problems. I've been doing it for a while. I mean, all my clients are people with money. who,
Yes, I bet.
yes. So I just didn't want to be like doing this. If I keep the at the pace that I'm keeping, and salaries only increase a certain percentage every year, right? So if I do the math, I'll have to work till 55, 60 maybe to pay off my mortgage. So I just wanted to accelerate that. Like I didn't want to
Yeah.
wait that long, like to do the things I want to do, because I don't want to be spending 40 hours a week sitting in front of a computer. Great job, all that kind of stuff, but I wanted to do more things in life, and to do more things in life, you need the time, and also you need the finances. So I wanted to get into something extra. So all I thought was this: I wanted something different that I can do on the side that doesn't take a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a couple of hundreds extra or thousand extra a month, so I could just add that to whatever savings and that kind of
Of
stuff.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all I thought, um, and this happened. So before I got to the business, I mean, before I knew about the business, this was a 2 weeks ago thought process in my head. Okay. So I didn't start looking for anything. One evening, I just happened to click on a YouTube ad out of all things. And I saw this thing and I thought, wait a second. So I think it happened to be the Tuesday and like a Tuesday, because, we do our live webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
So it happened to be a Tuesday evening, and I went from registering to actually watching the webinar to, proceeding further. Like literally it happened all in a day,
Okay.
so
So
yeah.
you went to the 30-day risk trial right away.
Yes. You
Okay.
know why? Because I'm from the tech world. So
Yeah.
unlike most people that you may have come across, your previous guests, I am coming from an IT background. So for me, when I saw those numbers for the backend software and those numbers were very real. I was like, yep, I got this. I got this from the get go. The only thing that kind of, um, if at all I had a hesitation, the only thing was, can I do it? Like, I didn't have any I wasn't skeptical of what I was looking at. And
Okay.
I didn't even think about an online business. Like I didn't think about business at all, Huli, because I come from an employee mindset. Like
Yeah.
I've always been hired by somebody, and I was like, can I do a business? Like what would I,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
like what would
relate.
I
I
do a
relate.
business about? So the whole entrepreneur world was, I mean, new to me at that point, but it was the right format for me.
Yes, and
So
it's your position. You're the perfect example because what I ask you, being in the online world already, because that's your environment or work
yes,
environment. What I ask also my guest is, what made you trust the system? What made you believe that to proceed? Because you went right away. Normally, people take the time. I took my time as well. I watched the webinar, not once, not twice, but I think like 3 times. And you turn around and you think and you think and you think. You didn't. You just went right in, and that's perfect. I mean, we wish everybody would do that, right? Yeah.
yes, yeah.
So, what made you, of all the things that you heard, because you were still not aware of the basis of the business, but what was the point that made you believe and like jump right in?
Well, see, first of all, the webinar talks about the 4 pillars, right? Like, I mean, the structure of the business and all that. And then, of course, then there's the panel. I mean, I'm looking at this panel of people and I'm like, how can you make each and every one of them act? I didn't,
No.
yeah, like I didn't think, to me that was so real. The stories were so relatable. Like it could have been me who's sitting there at the panel, and telling the story. So for me, that and the 30-day risk-free trial, like there's no brainer there.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
if this is not for me, then I just get a refund. That's it, right?
Yeah,
So, and I just go my way, and at least I
exactly.
learned there is something like this, and I would just go my way. So
Yeah.
yeah, so to me it was absolutely risk free, and what perked me was the whole layout of the business, because I was like, I mean, that is also because of my background, right? So yeah.
And since it was everything was presented and you knew that it was an online business, didn't you want to run away from it because you already worked online and maybe you were looking for something else?
No, I it occurred to me, you know, the the business range, right? Like for example, if I was having a motor and a motor business here, brick and mortar, the customer range is only so much,
Yes.
so many kilometers. So for me, suddenly I was like, wow, like so this is like a gigantic scale. Like when you put something online, it can go viral anytime, right? Like so the reach that it can go into. So
Yes.
no,
It's
it
global. That's why we are in.
yes, yeah. So for me, I thought I was, to me, honestly, Huli, that 30-day risk was the ultimate thing, right? Like the risk-free trial. Because to me, I was like, I'm going to take a look. If this doesn't, is not my kind of a thing, then I'll just get my money back. That was it. But so that was, I think, the straw, or the final thing, I guess.
The cherry on top of the
Yes,
candy,
yes,
the ice cream, whatever they say.
yes. Whatever, yes.
Okay, that's great. And what about the training? Because you say you're always updating because of your career. So how did you find this training? Because
Yeah.
yes, you work on the online space, but did you have experience on marketing,
No,
online
no,
marketing?
yes, yeah. So this whole so once I got into the business and I understood that, like the what's our responsibility and what is it that we do and that kind of stuff. And of course, going through the training, I was super, super surprised because, like I said, I come from the tech field. So if you took one piece of our training, right, like how it taught, we have training for many social media platforms. If you just took one of that, um, the expense is a lot, and
Exactly.
yeah. So the way it was done, and it was video based. It was so clear. It was so. I'm like to me, every even to my mentor, I keep saying, like, I can't believe this is it. Like I can't believe how simple this is given to us. Like so yeah.
And it's so simple to follow, step by step,
Yes.
video based. I don't
Yes.
know, for you maybe it's everything is more obvious since you're used to the online part, but
Well, yeah,
for
but
me, it was great being able to
yes.
follow the video step by step. I really enjoyed that. We have some people watching. We have Lorraine. She says, good instincts. Yes, that's true.
Right.
Marco is watching us. Hello, ladies. Hi, Marco. And then he's saying, stop making enterprises rich with your hard work. Make your hard work make you rich. Be your own boss. Exactly.
Yes. Yes, Marco, I'm working towards that.
User friendly, step by step video based training.
Yes, yes,
Exactly. Yes.
yeah. So from an I am from an IT world, Huli, but the when it's social media platforms, I mean that's a different topic altogether, right? So I'm not familiar. I don't work in those areas or anything like that. But for me, it's easy. It was easy to follow, on the screen how to go here, or if how things change all the time, and our training guys are trying to keep up, but if something is in a different spot, I can navigate only because I come from the world, yeah, the
Yeah,
IT. but
yes,
but
exactly.
to me everything else was new. And how to do advertising and marketing, I mean those were concepts that's listed so beautifully, like, so I had to, yes, I learn all of that, yes, and still
Yeah.
learning all of that.
Yes, it's an ongoing training. And that's
Yes.
what I say. You are constantly, because there's little updates every week,
Yeah.
basically, where they update weekly. So it's very easy to go back and see the tabs that have been updated, and it's not major updates anyway. So it's very easy to follow up with the training. And
Yeah, and we also have these Zoom meet. Every team has the Zoom meetings where the questions that are not known, or people have questions, those answers. We also have masterminds. Like those masterminds are gold.
oh my
Like,
God, yes, those Wednesdays nights are. I love them. I love them.
yes, like it's the highlight of my week.
Marco, he's telling us you're never alone while setting up your business with a large business community, mentors and coaches. Exactly.
Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly.
That's
And we
another.
have
That's the. That's
Carla. Hi, Carla.
right.
She makes amazing cheesecakes, by the way. She's
Oh,
great.
is she near? Is she near us somewhere?
She's here in Montreal, well, Laval actually, but
I
I'm
can make a
sure
road
she's
trip.
delivering. So, Jenny, what would you say to, I don't know, people who are watching us that are thinking on doing something else that still have a job, because like you work full
Yes.
time, I still work full time, but we can both manage our businesses on the side. And what advice would you give these people?
So, I mean, here's my thing, right? Like my biggest aha moment was when I saw this business model and the business and everything, I could think about retirement. Before, if you're single source income, I mean, yes, you might put money into savings, but that is the main income generating is the salaries that we get, right? So if I kept at the rate that I was going, I couldn't think about retirement,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like to me, that is the biggest gift I got, when I jumped into this. So again, people who are watching, so if you want to, like, to me, I have a new spring in my step right now, because I'm like, oh, I know exactly when I'm going to quit my full time and I know what I'm going to do. And then you start to like think your life.
Yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, you're just doing the hamster wheel, right? Like every day is the same thing. You get up in the morning, you do this, blah blah blah, and then at some point you'll get road. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And at some point, your employers might tell you have 4 weeks or how many weeks you get, and that's about it. That's when you kind of unplug. So I didn't. I'm 41 now, and I don't want to keep doing the hamster wheel. So for me, I think if you're watching this, you should at least check it out. Just at least watch the webinar. And like we said, it's a 30-day risk-free money. So take that. I mean, what is going to happen? You get your money back, right? Like if you don't like it, get your money back. As simple as that. But you got to check this out, and there might be some people for whom this is not the right thing. But we've seen so many people for so many walks of life, right? Like for me, my biggest thing is I need to get out of my own way. But the community that we are part of, it's like inspiring every day. Like every day there's somebody with a story. You're like, how did they get out of that? Like, so you get, yeah, so you get, at least you get to see, because I think all of us have a similar story of life. Yes, there is various elements to it, but we all trying to get to the point where we don't have to worry about money. Like I earn well, but I have to put in the hours to get the money that I'm earning. Okay, so as I grow older, do I want to put in that 40 hours to earn that much? No.
Yes, and the automated part of the business, right?
Yes.
Because while I'm on my job,
Yes.
while you're on your job, our
Yes.
businesses are doing their thing on the
Yes.
back. And
Yes.
like I say, my job requires me to be present. I
Exactly.
couldn't perform my
Exactly.
job if I wouldn't be on a job site, right?
Yes.
While this business, it doesn't work like that. It's the beauty of automation, and it's amazing. It's great. It's great. So Jeny, I really, really thank you so much for your time.
You're most welcome.
I
Thank you.
appreciate yes, having you here, and that's it. I will wish you a beautiful Friday, a great weekend, and
Thank you.
we
Thank
will
you.
talk. We
And
will continue talking soon.
have an extra mojito from me too. Okay.
I will. I will. I'll take care of them. You saw my post now.
Yeah.
Well, when you come to Montreal to get a cheesecake, I'll give you a mojito.
Get the mojito.
We'll get together for a mojito.
That's a deal. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, there you have it. This is Jeny, my business partner. She's from Ontario. So that's her story, her journey. I think she's a very valuable guest because she works on the online space and she could share all this amazing journey with us. So I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, reach out to us and we will be more than happy to answer. So I will wish you everybody a happy Friday, good evening, and wonderful weekend. Bye.